Good evening. Welcome to CSB IAS Academy Current Affairs Bulletin. Today is the International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies. Today is an International Day for Clean Air for Blue Skies. 7th September, we are celebrating as International Day of Clean Air with Blue Skies. This is the very first time we are celebrating this Clean Air for Blue Skies Day. And the day was declared by UN General Assembly on December 19th, 2019. The day was declared by UNGA. And this day we commemorate many events for clean air. Clean air is important for health, economy, environment, and productivity. Clean air is also important for sustainable development goals, to achieve sustainable development goals. And next important news, Kerala tops literacy rate chart, 96.2%. Andhra Pradesh is the worst performer in literacy, 66.4%. This is a very pathetic news. According to the study, Kerala tops in literacy. After Kerala, it is Delhi. Kerala literacy rate is 96.2%. Delhi literacy rate is 88.7%. Followed by Uttarakhand 87.6%, Himachal Pradesh 86.6%, and Assam 85.9%. And unfortunately, Andhra Pradesh is in the bottom. If you see Uttar Pradesh 73%, Telangana 72.8%, Bihar 70.9%, Rajasthan 69.7%, Andhra Pradesh, unfortunately, the literacy rate is 66.4%. Generally, we think that generally we think that South Indian states are very good at literacy, but if you see the performance of Andhra Pradesh, it is very pathetic. Next important news, very important news today, is Rajasthan congratulates DRDO for development of hypersonic technology. Rajnath Singh, our defense minister, congratulates DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, for developing hypersonic technology. Today, our DRDO have demonstrated hypersonic technology demonstrator vehicle using indigenously developed scramjet propulsion system. So this is also a demonstration for Atmanirbhar Bharat, a demonstration for Atmanirbhar Bharat. See, what do you mean by hypersonic? There are two things here which we need to remember for exam. Hypersonic means five times the speed of sound. If it is more than five times the speed of sound, then it is called hypersonic. Scramjet. One more thing is scramjet technology. In scramjet technology, we don't use any oxidizer. They'll have their own self breathing propulsion system, air breathing propulsion systems, and wherein which oxidizer carrying is not necessary. They can directly have their own oxygen air breathing in the air itself. And second thing, if you reduce the weight of the oxidizer, if you reduce the weight of the oxidizer, you can say that you can send more payloads. You can send more payloads if you reduce the weight of the oxidizer. So scramjet technology means we need not use oxidizer for the rocket fuel. Generally, to burn the fuel, to combust the fuel, we need oxidizer. But here, oxidizer will be prepared in the air itself, so that we need not send oxidizer in the rocket. For that reason, it can also carry something extra, wherein which the weight of the oxidizer is not necessary. It can carry some other payload, and with the oxidizer, expenses also will be reduced. So you need to remember hypersonic and scramjet. What is scramjet? Supersonic combustion ramjet is scramjet. Ramjet technology, scramjet technology, you are expected to study. Next important news, Vice President releases the State of Young Child in India report. Vice President releases the State of Young Child in India report. The report has been prepared by Mobile Crutches, a policy advocacy organization. So, this report was prepared after studying underprivileged children across India. After studying about underprivileged children across India. There are two indices they will take in this the state of young child in India report. One is Young Child Outcomes Index. Second is Young Child Environment Index. First is Young Child Outcomes Index. Second is Young Child Environmental Index. So these two indexes are important. They were prepared, uh, and Vice President released the State of Young Child in India report, particularly studying the problems of vulnerable children in India. As you all know, children issues are very important in our GS also, mains GS also. So you need to read about this. You need to read about this, about the report. Next important news is ease of doing business rankings in India. Within India, ease of doing business rankings. Few minutes back, we have discussed Andhra Pradesh fared very badly in literacy rate. But in ease of doing business index within India, Andhra Pradesh got first rank. In ease of doing business index within India, Andhra Pradesh got first rank. Ease of doing business rankings prepared by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. All 36 UTs and states participated in the action plan. And finally, simplifying procedures, digitization of information, easing compliances, all these things, they went very well in Andhra Pradesh. So, Andhra Pradesh in number one in uh, ease of doing business index within India. Second is Uttar Pradesh. Third is Telangana. Telangana lost the position. It went to third position because that judiciary reforms and interpretation of laws, all these things are little bit still. We need to make a lot of difference. Andhra number one, Uttar Pradesh number two, Telangana number three, Madhya Pradesh number four, Jharkhand number five, Chhattisgarh number six, Himachal Pradesh number seven, Rajasthan number eight, West Bengal number nine, Gujarat number 10. Gujarat number 10. Next important news is Project Dolphin. Prime Minister Modi, on his Independence Day speech, launched Project Dolphin. The proposed project is aimed at saving both river and marine dolphins. As you all know, dolphin is our national aquatic animal. Gangetic dolphin was declared as National Aquatic Animal of India in 2010. Dolphins are flagship species, and we have variety of freshwater dolphins and river water dolphins in India. And in India, aquatic animal dolphin is also known as susu. In India, we also call dolphins as susu. In IUCN Red List, dolphins are in endangered list. In IUCN Red List, dolphins are in endangered list. And there is only one sanctuary in India for dolphins. There is only one sanctuary, Vikramashila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary. Vikramshila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary is the only sanctuary in India for aquatic animal dolphins. Vikramshila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary in Bihar. Vikramshila Gangetic Dolphin Sanctuary in Bihar. Next important thing is Poshan Maha 2020. As you all know, Prime Minister Modi declared 2020 September, the month September, as complete Poshan month, malnutrition eradication month, or to celebrate nutrition month. It was under Poshan Abhiyan. We are celebrating this Poshan Maha under Poshan Abhiyan. We are trying to bring all stakeholders and trying to educate on Poshan, the importance of nutrition in life, particularly in children. The importance of nutrition in life. There are few words which you need to remember here: child wasting, child stunting, malnutrition, undernutrition, etc. Child wasting is low weight for height. Wasting is low weight for height. Stunting is less height for the weight, less height for the age. Wasting is low weight for the height. Stunting is less height for the age. So these things you need to remember. Malnutrition might be undernutrition also or overnutrition also. Malnutrition does not mean lack of food. It might be overnutrition or undernutrition also. Next important news is Cannabis Medicine Project. Cannabis Medicine Project. The first ever cannabis, CANNABAS, you all know, cannabis is a drug also. It is developed as a drug also, but we are using it as a medicine project. The first ever cannabis medicine project is going to be set up at Jammu Kashmir. Is going to be set up at Jammu Kashmir. Okay, this is very important. Jammu Kashmir is to be the first in the country to develop medicines out of cannabis plants. To develop medicines out of cannabis plants. According to United Nations Office for Drugs and Crimes report, 2.83% of Indians are addicted to cannabis. 2.83% of Indians are addicted to cannabis. Next important news is Chandrayaan 3. So, as you all know, Chandrayaan 2 is partially successful, partially a failure. We could not land our lander into the Chandrayaan, into the moon. Now we are going to have Chandrayaan 3 by 2021. In the year 2021, we are going to have Chandrayaan 3. Let us wait for its success. Hopefully, Chandrayaan 3 will become successful. And next important news, as you all know, India is leading International Solar Alliance. For the first time, there is a summit called First World Solar Technology Summit. World Solar Technology Summit. Today, that is on September 7th, 2020, the International Solar Alliance released the agenda of First World Solar Technology Summit. On September 7th, 2020, the International Solar Alliance released the agenda of First World Solar Technology Summit. The summit will be held tomorrow. Tomorrow we can read more about this summit. So, first ever International Solar Alliance Summit, that is First World Solar Technology Summit. International Solar Alliance is conducting World Solar Technology Summit for future, world class solar technology, for advanced solar technology, for futuristic technology. This summit will be discussing, and also for financial systems, how to finance solar technology initiatives, all these things, and to formulate programs and projects for wider applications of solar technology. Even this is very important. And from last 2 3 days, we are reading a news. India Japan signed a MOU for technology textiles. India Japan signed an MOU for technology textiles. What is technology textile is very important. For example, they are the textile materials and products manufactured primarily for technical performance rather than for aesthetics. So generally we wear dress for beauty and for aesthetics, but technology textiles perform some functions. For example, the people who are working in automobiles, they will have something. The people who are working in agriculture, they will have something. And healthcare doctors, they will have something. Civil engineers, astronauts. So these are called technology textiles. These are called technology textiles. Next is Khadi Agarbatti Atmanirbhar Mission. Khadi Agarbatti Atmanirbhar Mission was approved. On September 6, 2020, yesterday, the Ministry of MSME approved the Khadi Agarbatti Atmanirbhar Mission. This scheme is aimed to create employment for migrant workers in different parts of the country as they lost their employment. Employment for migrant workers in different parts of the country as they lost the employment. And next important news is Indo Pacific Business Forum to be held in Hanoi. The third annual Indo Pacific Business Forum is going to be held in Hanoi, Vietnam between October 28th and October 29th, 2020. So, next month, Indo Pacific Business Forum is going to be held. So, the forum is going to focus on infrastructure, energy, market connectivity, digital economy, health, etc. So, what are Indo Pacific countries? For example, Australia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, India, Cambodia, Brunei, all these countries. There are around 24, 25 countries in the Indo Pacific region. All these countries comes under Indo Pacific countries. So, Indo Pacific third business forum is going to be held in Hanoi, Vietnam. It's going to be held in Hanoi, Vietnam. So these are the important current affairs for today. We'll meet again, and for all these PDFs, uh, you can visit Balata CSBIS Academy Telegram group. So you'll get all the current affairs PDFs. Thank you.